Hey there, sign of Virgo. This is Kim here to give you some messages. Say open up to spirit guides, angels for your messages. And if you need a private reading, something more tailored to your personal energy, then you can contact me through the description box below. Thanks for being here, of course. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Let's get into this. What's the devil doing? What's the devil doing? Good news, though. What's going on for Virgo? What's going on for Virgos? The Star. And the Page of Fire. Hangman in the heart space. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Where are you going? Where are you going? 2 for the outcome. Whoa. If there was... Wow. Wow. I was about to say, before I show you what's on the bottom, I was about to say, this is one of those readings where you're going somewhere. I can tell you, you are going somewhere big time. The only 2 really cards that would suggest actual movement, travel, possibly of going to a totally different place. Of course, this can be an energy of going to a totally different paradigm. Either way, it's like exciting to me. And then I have the Fool on the bottom. So this is the underlying energy, is this journey. This is a great reading. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you have so much news coming around this too. And I mean, if it weren't just very obvious, the message of this reading, you have it with the outcome paired with the 6 of air with the Knight of air, which is change, and it's usually like I'm going to go fight for this, I'm going to go grab this. Doesn't necessarily have to be a fight, just something that you like making a change big time. Wow. Wow. I like that. All right. Readings like this make me feel good. They just make me feel good because I know somebody's about to go on a big time adventure. Oh my God, 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, new adventure, new trail. Got your backpack with you. Do you have your backpack? Wow. Virgo, we could just read it just like this. I mean, really, because it's not one of those readings where I'm like, I don't know about this. No, this is a very, you know exactly what it's saying. The Page of Water here, past energy, has to do with news, message, something loving. Okay, and they're telling you that it's literally about a choice or a decision that's going to lead you on a new journey in your life with the 3 of Wands. It's a big decision, and so there's definitely been a halt or a pause for you to really think about something, because you also have the Hangman here in the heart of the matter. So I'm feeling like that's time to think about your next move, or whatever your next move is going to be. So this is a decision to go on a new journey, and because of this Cups, you know, it is something loving. Okay, it's good, it's really good, but it's something that you maybe have dreamed about. I'm not kidding, guys. Since you were like a kid with the Star, it's something that maybe you didn't think would ever happen, but you remained hopeful that it would. Maybe you've seen signs and synchronicities, and you're like, you know what? I've been waiting with these signs, with these synchronicities for a long time, and it's going to be time to actually do something about it. It's like I feel like it's putting an end to some part of your hermit journey. Of course, you'll always be on the hermit journey, but a time of like intense I'm just thinking. They're saying thinking, intense thinking and reflection. Wow, okay. The star is, I mean, it's big, right? It's big, it's big, it's big. So you just have to think in your mind, what is it that you've always hoped for? What is it that you've dreamed of? And that's it. That's what it's talking about. And so possibly could be waiting on news to kind of like finalize this decision. It can be like picking up that this is the energy here in the recent past of wanting to have a fresh new start, like a makeover, a glow up in some area of your life. I mean, it can represent a new relationship too. And so I feel like it's going back and forth on that idea of that. That's what I really feel. And then it's like waiting on this page of fire, which would represent this news that comes in that lets you know some type of passion that you've had is going to be realized. Some sort of dream. Some fun is going to enter your life here. All right. So you could tell me more about the Hangman, but I have a feeling it's something your heart's been waiting on. I think it's very just like that. Yeah. So what we've been thinking on is 10-10. 10 of Wands reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. This just simply means that you've had a lot of time to think and reflect about what it is that would make you feel emotionally loved and completely happy, right? What would relieve your burdens? What would make you feel like, such as when you're doing something that's very enjoying and time just passes, maybe you incorporate it into work, but it's not necessarily, I'm just getting a gardener. I'm just getting the example of a gardener that is growing something to sell, like herbs or something that there is a profit here about something that but you're actually enjoying the process of growing into this. And that's really important. And it's because there's a focus here on what the heart wants, and a knowing that you've been waiting for this. It's yeah. So something's going to come in to relieve your stress, to relieve your burden, whatever kind of burden you feel like you've been dealing with. We have the Knight of Fire and the Knight of Air in this reading. 2 knights means possibly more than one type of offer. More so picking it up on that's the change, though. That's the decision to go forward and seize the day when the opportunity presents. The 6 of Air with it is like, okay, pick up and go. That's the energy I'm getting. And the Knight of Fire, it's that passion that runs through you really quick. Now, that can be a person. It is in the environment. That can be a person. Page of Wands reverse means we were waiting on some sort of news, right? Same thing, waiting on some sort of news, because it's a challenge. So we have to have fun, and this is about having fun while you're living, like, as very simply said, but it means a lot here to somebody, because you've been thinking, analyzing, wondering how we could bring more fun or excitement in the best way possible, the most positive way possible for you. The Elder of Cups, or Elder of Water. So waiting on some kind of news. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about whatever this is in the environment. Is this an energy we're feeling? Is this a person? 7 of Swords in the reverse. It's a plan. Okay. They're saying it's a plan. With the 7 of Swords in the reverse. This is well thought out. It's a well thought out plan. Maybe not necessarily having every detail in the physical figured out, but knowing exactly in your heart space, because look, you've had time to really think about this, about how to have fun. The 3 of Cups, how to be around the right people, how to have happiness and joy in your life. It's important. It is very important. Very. So you have seen through any kind of deception, possibly, too, with this. Like, you have wise discernment. You can see clearly where you're at, but more importantly, you can visualize where you want to go especially in the sense of how you're wanting to feel. Yep. Interesting. The snake is breathing fire or whatever. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you work with the breath of fire. I've done something recently. I did something last night. It reminded me of the breath of fire, but this was like, oh man, I did an intense, the cats were concerned about me. I'm doing this intense breathing exercise. It goes from breath in for 8 seconds and then release for 8 seconds. Like it goes through cycles where it gradually gets smaller and the time in between your breaths gets smaller. Oh my gosh, I actually made it to the end, and it was to the point of the timing was in 1, out 1. That's what this feels like to me. Like do something to get yourself pumped up. Even if it's just a breathing exercise of like that nature and that nature. Get yourself really oxygenized. I hope that's the right way to say that. Up. Yeah. Pumped. Get yourself pumped. Tell me about the sun. This is how we're feeling. So, energetic. Hopeful. Like a new experience is coming. I think you would be right. Another hanged man. Or another hanged one. Side by side, too. That's interesting. Almost like another message. Okay. Yeah, just kind of done waiting. And the moon on the bottom. There's something that's been very... that's not the right word. I was going to say the word conspicuous, but that's not exactly the word I'm looking for. Although, there may be something with the Seven of Swords in the reverse where we're having a plan to go in a certain direction, but not telling anybody. Okay, so it can be something like that. Keeping something to yourself. The Hanged One in the reverse with the Sun is when, we're ready for this happiness, right? You're ready for the happiness. You're ready for the new experience. It's, yeah. Carry on my wayward son. Tell me about the Eight of Water. Whoa. Page of Cups, and it went back to the Page of Cups. Holy. This is the feeling. I love that. I love those synchronicities. So this is when the Eight of Water is being clarified by this feeling of emotion that you had for a new start. It's from something that... you've been like savoring this type of emotion before you experience it, is what I'm feeling. It's been part of what you dream of. Page of Cups. Wow. We have 8-8 too. So tell me here. This is going in a direction where you're happy. I mean, you're literally putting the cups, the 8 cups. You're like, they're there, and I've got to detach from this now because this is not what I want. That's what you would be saying with that. So the Wheel of Fortune is that beautiful, fortunate new cycle, new season for you. It's the goal and destiny. So it is to have things like feel like they're going your way. All right. You'll be feeling like you're experiencing something completely new. Because it is. It's a new season. Tell me about the strength. The Five of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Well, yeah, you're having to have strength and confidence to walk away from a situation that really didn't hold the truth for you, or there was something that was always being, that was always unclear about, and kind of a negative energy, if I'm not quite honest here. With the Five of Swords, it can be people that argue for arguing's sake, or they're always trying to pull you into some kind of negative headspace, dull, lifeless energy, or fighting. You know what I mean? And it's not good. And so there's needing the strength and the confidence to just kind of, I'm really noticing the person who's turning their back and walking away and saying, you know, I don't want to fight. I don't want this conflict, you know. There was something that wasn't true anyway, and it goes into this. Don't be lured in. To have the strength and the confidence not to partake if somebody's trying to pull you in. All right. Tell me about Six of Air, Knight of Air. Oh, well, we may be going out of a time where we felt alone, isolated, or there's that person too, or like we were suffering challenging financial or health situations. In a relationship, it'd be like somebody that's, it's a lack mentality, like a lack energy. They're moving away from that because it's paired with the Six of Air and the Knight of Air, which brings about changes. Wow. And I would get ready to receive if I were you, with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. You've really realized where your boundaries are and how to enforce them while coming across clear and concise. Like you're an excellent communicator. That's what this Queen of Swords does. You don't want to really fight with her. She's not. You wouldn't win. I feel like this is you. And the Queen of Cups here is, wow. So a lot of healing. Literally embodiment of unconditional love. Pouring the love like into yourself. Taking good care of yourself, your health. How you treat yourself. How do you talk to yourself? And the Hermit. The Two of Wands and the Hermit. And the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. Alignment. They're saying alignment. This is about the alignment that you found when you found your place in a alone spot where you didn't agree with the energy. This might be what's going on now that you're going away from. You don't resonate the same the same as the energy that's where you're at. This is environmental. I really feel like very much so. It has to do with an old contract. The Hierophant in the reverse, we're letting go of that contract because you've done the inner work to figure out your alignment. It's hard to focus in this kind of energy also. So you had to come up with a plan, a strategy, or something like that actually gets you going in a different direction, away from these people or these energies. This environment is what I'm feeling. You have a lot of success coming in when you're focused here and you're determined with your work. Eight of Pentacles. Something going very good. Good news for you regarding your work. Well, you've been waiting on this perhaps because this is also, when the cards come out sideways, I think it's something that you're in transition to receive. And I think you've been waiting on this as part of how you plan on having your heaven on earth, how you plan on seeing yourself work every day, on the day-to-day, and really important about who you're with in the environment. I don't know if that has to do with just career or if it has to do with a person in particular, but usually it's, oh wow, yeah, usually it's other energies involved with the Five of Swords. So the decision up to the Six of Swords and then Six of Swords too on the bottom. Wow. Big financial gain or windfall, the money that you've been waiting for in order to go where you want to go, do what you want to do. Have a timing card of 1 to 3 months. Planning sake. There's something about coming through with spirit, like a decision or something you maybe have been slightly avoiding, and maybe it's because it's like I got for planning sake, or something's for planning sake, for the sake of planning, because it would be big. Okay, yeah, like going back and forth on a decision here, 50-50. But the emptiness would say that this decision has been made to move on. It says no one home, cycle completion, final endings, beginnings, the void, new life, and graduating. And from the 8 to the 9 of Pentacles, you're definitely becoming completely self-reliant here on yourself. Like this, that is what that card can mean. Self-reliance. You maybe had to wait for something. So I have the bonfire, and that is kind of like this Knight of Fire. Enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, getting things going, orgasm, fanaticism, fever, and fierce. the mirror. Okay, whatever we have to face, or whatever it was that we had to face, it could be that what was being mirrored back to you, having to face that, and then seeing this contrast, either dealing with it and not, maybe not like, I mean, it looks like we're maybe not liking it and feeling like you need to reclaim your power in some way. Sovereignty, contract, resolve, expressing your truth, self-assessment with the mirror. Yourself, but also, of course, you would evaluate all of it. Yourself and what you're seeing in your outer world, too. So, curtain call, acclaim, fame, recognition, parade, celebrity, admiration, applause, show, appreciation, spotlight, focused attention, theater, act, performance. You're watching a movie. So, main stage, could have a headache. I hope not, but this is actually talking about the situation that you had been involved in, metaphorically giving you literally like a headache. There was dis-ease, and it's because there was a root cause of all this. And yeah, it's something that took a while, or has not completely ended here, but will. To get rid of the headache, to get rid of the root issue going on. It's like I see like a clash of energy here, of different energies. It's just too different. Universe, source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal, creation, awakening, interconnected, heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is, creative force, and the law of one. Let's get some tea leaves, and then I'll probably wrap it up with that. Okay, hat says you'll be playing a different role. Oh, you're Earth Angel. You're an Earth Angel. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Why? Because you have a role to step into. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's your star potential. It's a different role. New set, new season, more joy, more happiness, more pleasure from the heaven that Earth has to offer you, and the heaven that life can give you. You're going to be stepping into that role. You definitely are guided. I feel like the Earth Angel. And that's probably why you do have a lot of angels around you. That's so sweet. Oh, okay. Let me do one more. Cat, a two-faced friend. I see it completely in the reverse. So, I'm thinking that this is maybe what you've been dealing with. It's a person who's, like I said, their energy is very different. And so, like, to your face, they may even act like they've improved, or they're better, they do good. It's like a real struggle for this energy to be nice. Just be nice. This person has an issue with that. It's like I love people being authentic to themselves. So when anything is, and I might just not want to hang around certain people if I don't resonate with them. But it is more pleasing for me to know when somebody knows who they are. Then you work on it in a different way instead of being fake to people. And this is fake. That's fake. And so that's why you're going to have maybe even bursts here with the Five of Swords of the true personality coming out. Have bursts of it. It's hard for a person to hold in too much fakeness like that for so long. This is not you that I'm talking about. Please do not take me that way. I think the Mirror card is coming out because you're having to really give yourself a good hard look at why is this Earth Angel Virgo reflecting the exact opposite. Because this energy came for your healing, and they're just taking it from you all the time. All right, Tulip, great passion. This person wants to, they're giving me the message of this person, and I don't always get these type of messages, but I am. With this Mirror and the Cat card, I'm getting a person that is, I'm getting somebody who, not in physical ways, they're trying to copy you, but they're trying to copy your energy signature. That's why they're off. Is because they have their own energy signature, but they seem very unbalanced, off balance, more towards the, like, they can't control their shadow side, it takes over, you know, and unfortunately, until they dive into the authenticity of that being part of a big part of who they actually are, and out of a place of denial, then they're going to be living this fakeness. And so you may feel like that sometimes. You may feel like somebody is trying really hard to be, I'm getting just like positive as you are about some things, or I don't know, it's just weird. I don't even like picking up on energy like that. I don't even like it, because it makes it feels like, it would feel like to you as being awkward, like it would make your energy feel like awkward around theirs. It's because of their discombobulated energy. It's not you. Like, they just really want me to say that, to let you know that if you have felt or ever asked yourself, you know, is there something wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Why do I act like this? Why is this feeling coming over me? It's directly because of this energy. I promise you. Okay, so I have Rose. Romance is in the air. Romance is in the air. And as I'm saying that, the new life is popping out to me. A new life. Just the Fool would say that too, wouldn't it? Death says pay attention to your work. This person is paying attention to their work. Yeah, this person I'm picking up on that you have dealt with here, they are in this energy. This is, you have been dealing with this energy because of them. I don't always like, it's like we need to own up, right, whenever we're having problems or difficulty with our energy, or where there's areas we can fix or focus on. But I feel like you have been living with a very darker energy around you. For some to watch this, it's going to be work, and for others, this is going to be your home situation, and and it goes through waves here of but it's waves of fakeness is what I'm picking up on. It's like if something is like trying to get better, or it's a fake trying to get better, and not you. You've just been in, they're saying, no, I don't want to say that, let's say hermit mode, or the mode where I'm not going to change anything at this moment. There's too much to plan. I'm not going to change anything at the moment. Too much to plan. I can't let this bother me, and I'm not going to let this bother me. But looking at that, yes, you're strong to be able to do that. But there's something here about the strategy, the ability to pull off what you really want. It's there. Perfectly capable is what I'm hearing. Perfectly capable. The Nine of Pentacles. Giving yourself everything you want. Everything. Being satisfied with your efforts. But it's going to be hard to do within this other energy is what I'm saying. Not that it's impossible, but it would be, you see these showing up? That's another message. There's boots. That's just specifically the boots. And what are the boots? These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Dun, 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 dun. That's what you're doing in order to improve your situation, or you won't be doing. All right, okay. I'm just, that's popped out to me, so I had to talk about it. Person that has on boots, usually an indication that they walk some areas where it's rough. They've walked places where it's been rough. It's a metaphor for you. You have boots on now. You had to wear them in the past too. Maybe those boots, wherever they get you to, will be taken off, and you can have a time of relaxing energy with flip-flops or nothing. Mm-hmm. 111 is literally your angel. 111, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universal life you love. I am creative. And 333, I am powerful. You are being called upon to use your gifts, your spiritual gifts, as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. 333 says, I am powerful. And so there's, yeah, your energy, very powerful. And especially, congratulations, whatever next part of your journey you're headed towards, because I'm excited for you. If you're looking for time frames, I would definitely say that first card that we saw, the 1 to 3 months, is probably what it's talking about for most of you. So I'm sending you love and light. Thanks. Bye.